magazines, and you see it on TV, and I'm talking about the core. Hi, my name is Barry Lovelace from barrylovelace.com. I'm very honored to be here to offer you some nice tips on core training and what it does for your golf game. Heather Jones from Real Women Gofl.com asked me to provide you some tips, and again, I'm very, very honored to do so. I'm not going to take up a lot of your time. Let's talk about the core. The core is your torso and your power pack area. From here to here, it's designed with 30 different muscles. Those 30 muscles wrap around your body basically. So when you're on one foot, you're forced to stabilize. When you're swinging and you swing through, your body, you're using your core. That's where all movement begins, and we don't realize that, but it's a very, very vital part of our everyday lives, especially if you're an athlete, recreational athlete, avid golfer. Those 30 muscles, they have anywhere from 5,000 to 10,000 muscle fibers in them. So the bonus of creating tons of power with your core by challenging your core, and what I mean by challenging your core is training it, is that you end up creating nice lean muscle without really even trying. Because when you're working that core, again, remember how I said there's 5,000 and 10,000 muscle fibers? That's a minimum of 150,000 muscle fibers that you're going to be recruiting. In turn, that is going to create nice lean muscle tissue, and what that does is that cranks up your metabolism so that during your day, you're burning fat and calories because your metabolism is sky high, which is what you want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you an exercise that's going to help you improve your balance. It's actually going to help you with if you have any back pain, it's going to be injury prevention for your back, training the core, and it's also going to enable you to hit farther. So don't tell your friends. Wait after about 5 or 6 days after you've been doing this exercise, and you're going to see a difference, and your friends are going to be like, what in the heck are you doing? Then you can fill them in. But keep it a secret, because they're going to start talking about you. And be prepared to change clubs. If you're using a 9-iron right now, after a couple weeks of doing some of these exercises, you're going to be at a wedge. If you're using a 6-iron right now, you're going to be at a 7. I kind of guarantee it. The only thing you got to do is make sure you do the exercise right and do it often. So let's go. This is just a single leg swing with I want you to grab 2 clubs, maybe your 9 and pitching wedge and sand wedge. You're going to be on one foot. You're going to be bent at the knee. Bend at the knee, slightly bent over at the hip, not too far. Keep those clubs about 12 inches apart. And what you're going to do is you're going to swing to your right with your core. Squeeze your core. And when I say squeeze your core, almost as if I'm going to punch you in the stomach. You're going to go to your right and left. So as I go to my right, the right club's coming up, and the left club is staying low. Right club is coming up, left leg is left club is staying low. Now, you're seeing, they are getting a little wider, which is okay. I just don't want them together. When they're wider, that's good, because now they're farther apart, and it's really recruiting core muscles. The goal is to keep them apart on one leg. If your leg gets tired, switch legs. I want you to do that for about 30 seconds, depending on your fitness level. You may be tired in your leg after 10 seconds. That's fine. Take a break and then switch to the other leg. What we also use is a yoga mat. This is just a regular yoga mat. Very cheap piece of equipment. And what we're going to do is we're going to stand on it. That creates another unstable environment, forcing your core to react and strengthen. And then we're going to do that exercise. Knees slightly bent. I'm going to show you from the front. And you want, let me go back, you want your toe and your heel off the ground. That's the goal. Squeeze your core. It's going to help you balance. And then you're performing that exercise. Side to side. Other foot just comes up, off the ground. Squeeze your belly. Okay? That's a nice, basic, looks very easy exercise, but you're going to feel it in your core, guaranteed. Do that. You can do it at the driving range. You can do it while you're waiting for the group in front of you to tee off, while you're waiting to tee off. Obviously, you can do it at home, right in front of your computer, wherever you feel like doing it. That's core strength. Now, while you're brushing your teeth, stand on one foot every time you brush your teeth, because not only are you forced to stabilize, recruiting that core, now you're moving as you're on one foot. That's just grabbing muscles out. So 30 seconds one foot, take a break, 30 seconds other foot. If you want to go up to 45 seconds to a minute, again, that's fine, but you don't have to go over a minute. Do that, say 3 or 4 times through, 5 or 6 times through. Do that 3 or 4 times a week, and you're going to see change after 5 or 6 days, guaranteed. So stay tuned for some more really cool core exercises coming up. And thanks again. My name is Barry Lovelace from BarryLovelace.com, and I want to thank Heather one more time for letting me provide you with this core training and core info advice. And make sure you keep coming back to Heather's website, RealWomenGofl.com. Thanks, and we'll see you soon.